Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Consumer Shorthand classes. The alternative forms. You see the page number 53 of the Shorthand instructor. What are the alternative forms? In the previous chapter, we have learned about the initial hooks to the curves. For some curves, if we write the original form of hooked strokes, it will not be convenient to recognize them while reading. So it is not convenient to write also. For, var, thar, thar. For these four hooked curves, alternative forms are given. Why? Because if we write this for, sometimes it looks awkward. Sometimes if we write this var, it looks, the outline will not be clear, like that thar, like that thar. Also fal, val. That's why it has been identified and alternative forms are given. For example, I read this word a river. A river is there. Actually, how we have to write river? Re, re, ver. This one, ver. Re, ver. We have to write like this. If we write like this, it will be somewhat difficult to write here the R hook. And hence, alternative form is given. With alternative forms, we can write like this, re, ver. It is also very easy to read and also it is very easy to write. That's why alternative forms are given for only limited curves. It is said that strokes downward R and S are not having hooked forms. This hook is not given to R. Here S is not given hook. The reasons for this I will tell later. We will name these two forms as, this is as left curve and this is as right curve. That is, in other words, original form left curve and right curve is alternative form. Why? Because left curve, this fur is written from right to left, so this is left curve, original form, and this is alternative form. This alternative form, how to write? Right curve. This is called right curve. From left to right we are writing. This is alternative form. And there is only one thal. Original form is there. There is no alternative form for thal. We have to write only thal, only original form. You see the para number 73a. In 73a, it is mentioned that when standing alone, when this form stands alone, the left curves for for var, thar are used. For var, thar means for var, thar are used if a vowel precedes. If a vowel precedes, left curves are to be written. If vowel doesn't precede, right curves are to be written. Example, affray, affray. For form is standing alone, like this. It is preceded by a vowel. Then we have to write left curve. But fray, here vowel is not preceding and hence we can write fray. Here either, e, here e. Vowel is preceding this thar and then this left curve is to be written. 3. Here vowel is not being preceded, and hence we can write this 3. We can write this right form. Para number 73b. Here it is written, when joined to another stroke, the form is used which gives the easier joining, whether it is first form or second form. First form in the sense left curve, second form in the sense right curve. Whether to write left curve or right curve, which gives the easier joining. What gives the easier joining? We can write it. But preference is given to the right forms. Why right forms are given preference? Because our hand will go towards the right, and hence right form will be given preference. Examples. You see, Friday, we will write Friday like this, Friday. Virtue, virtue. Frame, but frame we will write, it is convenient. And verbal, verbal. Thermal, thermal. Thermal, thermal. Leather, copper. Lover. As can be seen from the words and sentences came in this chapter, preference is given maximum to the right forms only. Very less preference is given to the left forms. However, it is written this, generally the left curves join better with strokes written towards the left. Strokes towards the left, we will write the left curve, and the right curves with strokes written towards the right. Just like examples, frame, leather, lover, copper. Regarding writing of alternative forms, falval, we can see right curves. These are right curves. Falval are written only after horizontals and straight upstrokes. Straight upstrokes. For example, cavil is there, cavil. After horizontal, this right curve is convenient. And navel, N is horizontal and navel. Like that, rifle, straight up stroke. After straight up stroke, vowel is to be, right curve is to be written right. In other cases, the left curve may be written. For example, flow, flow, flake, falke on the line, flicker, falker on the line. You see the page number 54. And joyful and arrival, downward or well. Well is to be written with left curve. See the para number 75a. In that 4 words are given. One is barely, second is challenge, third is narrate, and fourth is sharply. Actually, the outlines of these words should be like this: B downward or L, Ch L N J, N R T, Ish downward or P L. But it is told in this para saying that for convenience and for easier joining, hooked form can be written instead of writing full strokes like this: barely. Though B is separated with this R by a vowel like this, we can write bar instead of B downward R. Like that, chal can be written instead of writing L. Here, nar can be written instead of writing N ray. Here, shar can be written instead of writing ish downward r. Now, we should know about the vowels to be indicated, or otherwise, much confusion will be there. As allowed to write hooked form, if we write hooked form and then put light dot for ya, what it will be? Brally. Like that, chlange, rat, shraply, like that. That's why here a facility is given to write a small circle instead of dot, so that it can be spelt as barely. This is as challenge. This is as narrate. This is as sharply. You see the difference. Here, this small circle is written after the B stroke. But here, the small circle is written before the che, stroke che. Like that, before the stroke n. This is after the stroke ish. Why? Why? Because here in the barely, no vowel is coming after r. Bar. After bar, no vowel is coming, and hence automatically this small circle is written after b. But here in this word challenge, after l, chal, after l, a is coming. This a vowel is to be put after che, isn't it? Like that, it was accordingly it was indicated here. But instead of writing after che, it is better to write before che the small circle. That's why it is written like this. Same in case of narrate. Here also a is coming after r, nar. So this a is to be indicated here, and this ya is to be indicated before the stroke at the first place. Here after r, no vowel is coming, and hence it can be conveniently written after ish. This is the intervening vowels. Intervening vowel means a vowel occurring between two strokes is called intervening vowel. Now we learn about dash vowel. Intervening dash vowel or diphthong may be indicated by striking the sign through the stroke consonant, like this, Burma. Till now we learned about the dot vowel. For dot vowel, we indicates what? Small circle. Now here dash vowel can be intersected. Dot vowel can intersect the stroke consonant. Bar, ma, like that, coarsely, like that, nully, nullify, nullify, and here the diphthong, lecture. We can intersect this diphthong, these dash vowels with the through the stroke consonant. Where vowel sign cannot be written medially, it may be placed at the beginning for the first place vowel, at the end for the third place vowel, like this, corner. Here corner is there, first place light dash. Dash cannot intersect the stroke. For example, corner, corner. If this dash vowel is second vowel, we can intersect it through the stroke. But here we can't. You see the last sentences of the page number 54 of the chapter. There it is indicated that initially hooked strokes are not written in monosyllables, where the consonants are separated by a vowel. Here we have to know what is monosyllable. Monosyllable means single syllable. Single syllable. In words of single syllable, initial hooked strokes should not be written when a vowel separates two strokes. Here, this vowel separates P and R. Here, hooked stroke should not be written. We should write pair, pale, tear, tore. But some exceptions are given. They are nurse. The word nurse is a single syllable word. Nurse. Only one vowel is coming. This vowel is separating this N and R strokes. But here we can write hooked stroke, nurse. Like that, Turk. This is single syllable word, but here it is written hooked form, Turk. Like that, dark, dark. These are the exceptions, and in other cases we should write full form. Okay, but in more than single syllable words we can write like this. Examples are Burma, Burma. This is one syllable and this is another syllable, Burma, and this is one syllable and Lee is separate syllable. In these more than single syllable words we can write initially hooked forms, but in single syllables initially hooked forms cannot be written when a vowel separates the two stroke consonants. Okay, you see the words perceive, telegraphy, mercury, nervously. In these words, this is the first syllable, this is the tell is the first syllable, mer is the first syllable, ner is the first syllable. These first syllables are sufficiently represent the sound of a. Per, tell, mer, ner. So per. Here there is no necessity of putting a vowel. This sufficiently represents the sound of per. So you have to put vowel only to e. Only one vowel is to be indicated to the perceive. Tell, tell sufficient T with well hook sufficiently represents the sound of the first syllable tell. Then you have to put only two vowels. One is for ya and second is for e. Ya, e, telegraphy. And mercury, here not necessary of putting vowel to mer. We have to put two vowels to u and e, u and e. And next, nervously, ner sufficiently represents the first syllable ner. So not necessary of putting vowel here. We will put only two vowels. One is a, second is e, a, e. So we learned about the alternative forms for initially hooked curves. And now I will tell the grammar locks in the chapter. If we put palla through the line, people, bull through the line, believe, believe, believed, and tell on the line, tell. If it is written through the line, till, dull on the line, deliver, delivered, present and past tense, and delivery, noun form, delivery. And jar above the line, larger, kal on above the line, call. If it is written on the line, equal, equally. And were above the line, over, were on the line, were through the line, however. And if we write word above the line, valuation. Okay, now you make practice of these of this lesson. and also the exercises 44, 45, 46, 47, and then in the next class and video I will give dictation of this lesson and these exercises along with these gram locks. Okay, until then, goodbye. If you like my video, you please share to your friends and also please subscribe my channel Cornerstone Shorthand Classes. Also give a like to this video. Thank you.